Yes, people, what is going on? So, we are back in the motherland. We're back home in Ireland. No, I haven't moved home. We are just in between houses at the moment, so we're still moving to Rotherham. But the house we're moving into is currently being renovated. Well, actually, I don't even know if the renovations have started yet, but it's going to be renovated and fully refurbished by the time we move in. So soon. So in the meantime, we had to come home for a couple of weeks, which is fine because we'll save a little bit of money on rent and all that other sort of shit. But we have had a stressful week. I have had a very stressful week, and Chloe has had to deal with my stresses. So obviously, you know, we've moved this week from Manchester back home to Ireland. So the moving process, if anyone's ever moved house, it's not the most fun or enjoyable process. But on top of that, we had some unforeseen circumstances thrown in the mix. Okay, so on Wednesday, I rented a van to move all our shit into a storage unit in Rotherham. So it's there waiting for us when we get there. And just before I did, I checked my car to get this little like holder thing, this like GPS like sat nav holder thing, and the key wouldn't work in my car. So I was like, oh, what the fuck? Maybe the battery's dead in the key. Turned the car open with the physical key, and I was like, put the key in the ignition, turn the ignition, nothing out of the car. So battery was fucking dead. Well, I didn't know if it was the battery or not, but it was in the end. Very, very stressful. Obviously then that day we were driving down to Rotherham, moving all our shit, so by the time we got home, like I wasn't going to be able to sort it. So I went to Halifax, got a set of jump leads. Next day, Joe Gann, big ups Joe Gann if you're watching this, came down to jump my car. So we fucking attached the jump leads, tried about 5 times to jump the car, it wouldn't fucking start. So I was like, oh my good God, what am I going to do? Running through all the options in my head. Am I going to have to get the car towed? You know, what if there's something wrong with the car? What if we can't get it sorted in time and we miss our ferry home tomorrow? What are we going to do? We've nowhere to live, etc, etc. As you can imagine, very, very stressful. Okay, so we tried again the second time after Joe got back from the gym, and Big Mike came down, Big Mike Geary. So big ups to Mike if he's watching this, as he's a car man. I haven't a fucking clue about cars. So he came down, and like literally all he did was like on the positive and negative on both sides of the car battery. He literally just like scraped the dust off him with like a coin, and all of a sudden we got a spark, and then the alarm started going off in my car, and then 5 minutes later the battery fucking started. So we got there in the end. I drove straight up to Halfords. When I turned the key off in the ignition, the car did turn back on again, but just for peace of mind, I just paid the £150 to get a new fucking battery and make sure we got home. So here we are, back in rainy Ardfinnan, Tipperary, Ireland. We're just about to go into town now to get a food shop done so we can get all our meals prepped that we need for the next day or two. Plan of action is just to chill out. The Olympia is on today, so Chloe very kindly purchased the live stream for me, and we're just going to chill out and watch that. So Classic is on at 1:30, then Men's Physique, then Bikini, and that's the plan of action for today. So because I don't have a video ready for this week, we're just going to record some day in the life bits today, show you the old grocery shopping bits, and just try and make a makeshift video here. So bear with me, guys. We'll get some gym videos in now over the next couple of weeks now that I'm back home, because I'm switching up my training a little bit. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be very, very interesting. But we'll catch up to you in a little bit when we get into town. Right, first port of call, Lidl. So we're getting the infamous sourdough bread here because it's the best sourdough bread. If you don't know, Lidl Bakery slaps hard. Sourdough chopping in process. Do you know what a good question is now? Where are the bags? Oh look, hold on. There we go. Double baguette bite. Can't wait for meal number 2. Well, meal number 3, because I had to have cream of rice before that. Making a right hams to this, aren't they? It's grand. Look. Right, I've picked up some fillet steaks, so I'm going to do steak, potato, asparagus tonight, just as like a little treat, little macro mashed off pan meal instead of my chicken, banana and almond butter. As I had like 5 meals of chicken and rice yesterday, so a bit of steak today. We'll go down a treat. We're stocked up, fruit, veg, yogurts, bulk of the stuff we need to get in Lidl. I'll go to Tesco for like the chicken and a couple of other bits, you know, like sauces, seasonings, stuff you can't really get in Lidl. So after we get the majority of stuff here, as obviously it's cheaper, go to Tesco, get the other couple of bits, and I think we might go to Mr. Price as well, see can we find like big lunch boxes so that we can bulk cook our meat and bulk cook our rice and just take it as we go. So that's what we did the last time when we were home, and it was actually just a lot easier. So. A few fucking farmers carries, boy. Working at grip strength. One trip only. Like a real man. Next stop, Tesco Clonmel. And they've actually done the place up. It's a lot nicer than I remember it. I wonder how many weird looks I'll get vlogging, walking around with the camera here. Definitely a lot. Judging by the Clonmel people, wouldn't be as open-minded as people elsewhere in the UK, even though I still get looks in the UK, but it's all good. Alright guys, so we have the goods. Ground sweet cinnamon. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This is the shit. So we're definitely going to load up heavily on this. I'd say I'll get like 4 of them. Also, we've got, just lazy tonight lads, ready-made chips for the steak. Got chicken, mince, asparagus, berries, and we had to get cups, glass mugs for drinking our coffee, as we don't like drinking it out of normal mugs. Has to be glass. Just tastes nicer. Science. Alright guys, now that we are back home, we're going to be training in the morning, first thing in the morning as well, because Chloe's going to be working 9 to 5 and obviously I have to drive to the gym. So cereal is back in the morning. I'm going to go with a mixture of Frosties and Rice Krispies, and a big box of Frosties here is €6, which is absolutely extortionate, but you can't get the Tesco brand Frosted Flakes, it just tastes like shit. I'll get the Tesco brand Rice Krispies because they're actually grand, but Frosties, you have to get the real ones. So I'll spend the money on those, and then we'll get some cheap Rice Krispies. I may actually revert back to the Cocoa Pops. I haven't had Cocoa Pops in quite some time. I'm going to get a box of Cocoa Pops as well, and I'll just try a couple of things over the next couple of days. We should have got a fucking actual trolley, Chloe. We're actually getting more here than we are. And I have a feeling this is going to be like £100 as well, but oh well. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
Right lads, so just out of Tesco there, we just got raped up the arsehole. Absolutely raped asunder, right? I was walking around, we're adding things to the basket. I was like, look at the price of these things, Chloe. Now I know there's a difference between pounds and euros. I'm well aware euros are more than pounds, right? But at the same time, we're good at maths. And I was doing a bit of quick maths and I was like, this is fucking more expensive than it should be. And I was like, this is going to come to €100, Chloe. And it did. Now Chloe got us a little bit of a discount with her club card, but for what we got there to come to that price, it's crazy. Ireland is a shambles. Cost of living here is absolutely fucking nuts, and we're in Clonmel, like it's not like we're in Dublin or anything like that. Chloe, you're ruining the fucking YouTube clip. Come on. Anyway, yeah, for what we got there to come to that price, fucking outrageous. Even like there was like a thing of granola that Chloe usually gets. She has it on her plan. I don't have it on my plan, and it was €4.60 for the bag of granola. And I think she said it's normally £2.50 in the UK. So like
in
that.
In the UK Tesco as well.
Yeah, that in euros should be like less than €3, and it was $4.60 there. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's like 30% more expensive. Like, it's fucking crazy. And I reckon that whole shop in general was about 30% more expensive, because I would have got that in the UK for much, much cheaper. So, absolute disgrace. So we're going to spend a lot of money here for the month. Well, at least we'll save on rent, but all that is probably going to be going into our stomachs, onto food. And at least our gym membership will be cheaper as well. So, look, pros and cons, guys, pros and cons. But yeah, home now. Get this meal 3 into me with my beautiful sourdough, smoked salmon and avocado. I'm going to be enjoying that one. And then we'll get the Olympia on for the fucking day. Let's go. All right, guys, how are we? We're back. It is Sunday and we're feeling a little bit fresher. I did not bother recording last night as I just couldn't be bothered after I got home. Just got my meals prepped, ate my meals, chilled out, watched the Olympia, watched the finals back this morning. Pretty pleased with the results, to be honest. Obviously, Ryan Terry taking the men's physique was incredible. Definitely deserves it. Absolute legend. Met him a couple of months back at Kuba's Team MK meetup, and he was a super cool guy. And then when me and Chloe were at the British finals, he recognised us sitting up at the front, came over, shook my hand. So delighted to actually see him take that and win it. He's been trying for 9 years. So I think he's come like every position from 8 up to 3rd. Never won a second, but now he's obviously won a first, so absolutely thrilled for him. Men's classic physique, obviously Sebum, 5-time champ. Looked a little bit softer this year at the pre-judging, came in a little bit sharper at finals. Dino has definitely made significant improvements, especially from the rear, and he's definitely caught up a little bit, but Sebum's still in a league of his own, and you know, he is the poster boy, so it is what it is. But I do think he could potentially retire this year, so it would be very interesting to see if that actually is the case. Women's physique, Natalia got absolutely robbed by her own Sarah. That was the only result I was kind of a little bit unhappy with. And then what else do we have? Oh, the men's open, of course. Derek Lunsford, the champ. So as I kind of predicted last year, I thought he was going to take it this year, and he has. And the prediction I made last year as well is that if he does take it this year, he's going to go on a run and he's going to win a couple of Olympias. I reckon 5 at least. He's still super young. I think he's like 28, maybe 29 max. Obviously, he's a 2-time champ, 2-2, and men's open now. And I just don't see anyone touching him. Like, he is still improving. I know there's other guys there, like Samson's going to improve, these guys are going to improve, Andrew Jack, etc. But I just think at Derek's age, with how much room he still has to grow and improve and refine that physique and with his crazy shape, structure, I just don't see anyone touching him for a good couple of years. I think he's going to be like the next, I wouldn't say Phil Heath, because I don't think he's going to win 7, but you never fucking know. You never know. And yeah, I think that's pretty much my Olympia wrap up, guys, for those who cared and wanted my opinions. In the open as well, I personally would have had Hunter in 5th, would have had Andrew in 4th, and I would have put Brandon in 6th. Just my opinion at the end of the day, but you know, that's just kind of what I've seen. Hunter came in finals looking a lot sharper than he did at the pre-judging. I think if he showed up like he did at finals at the pre-judging, he would have been probably even ahead of Andrew. Who fucking knows? Because I think it was pretty close and tight between the two of them at the finals, judging by the scorecards. So yeah, good Olympia though. I am 100% going again next year. I actually had a bit of FOMO this year now that I haven't gone, so definitely will be back again next year. So we'll see where it's on. Hopefully it is in Orlando again, as I've already been to Vegas. But of course I'll go back to Vegas again. Wherever the Olympia is, I will go. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to wrap the video up here. Boring video, I know, but I just want to stick with my weekly YouTube upload schedule and just get this video out. And as I mentioned in a recent video, I will be starting on a new training split soon, so I definitely will do a video kind of run through that and run through the exercise selection and kind of why I've gone with certain movements. I have actually done myself up a training program and I've sent it over to Kuba for his review, so he's taking a look at it currently. He said he might make 1 or 2 tweaks and send it back to me, so once I have that back, we'll run through it in the video. I'll try and bring this camera into Extreme and Clonmel as well, and hopefully they're all good with me recording in there, as long as I don't get any normies in the background. You know, they might be complaining about that, me in there with my mustache and my big muscles and my big camera. But yeah, it should be okay. If it's not, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for content while I'm home for the month. It's gonna be pretty fucking boring, but I'll pull it out of the bag somehow. I'll think of something, but we'll keep the consistency going, guys. We'll keep bringing you along on the journey. Oh God, I'm rusty at this YouTube crack after not having the camera out all week. But we'll wrap the video up here, guys. If you watched this video, the shit show that it was, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video. Try and keep this algorithm going. Try and keep the growth on the way up. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys.